everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Milford Regional Chamber's How It's Done, the show where we try to help business owners learn the things they didn't even know they don't know. So this week we've got some experts on how to get things done while making life livable. So I have Kim Kasparian and Angelis Perez. Thank you so much for being here. So tell us a little about what is Success Genie and what are you here to help?
Well, Success Genie, we are the co-creators and founders of Success Genie LLC.
Okay.
The company is a business growing institution. It's set to help some of our clients who they hit a plateau, a revenue plateau, 6 figures, and they're attempting to scale up, but they're unable to.
Okay.
And of course, their problem, because they can't scale up, is due to the fact they have no systems whatsoever. And that causes a lot of problems.
Okay.
The problems would normally deal with, they are feeling overwhelmed, they are stressed out, frustrated, they don't know what's causing, this created glass ceiling of theirs. And in that process, they make this 2 major mistakes. They either throw money at professionals and instead of delegating, they abdicate their power and hoping that
Right.
they'll take care of the situation, get them to the next level, which is their company to $1 million. They tend to go into overwork, become workaholics. They think if they do an extra hour, they'll get past whatever's causing the dilemma.
So what do successful business owners actually want?
It's really basic, the basic 3s. They want to be working out on the business, not in the business.
Okay.
They want the 6 figures that their company is already making, but as part of their salary, so they really want to scale up and make multiple 6 figures. And then of course, they're looking for that ideal, get it done team, that dream team that they've always imagined, that's going to take care of them when they're not around.
Okay. And how do you help them do this?
It's a 4-step process.
A 4-step process.
4-step process.
Okay.
So they are doing everything themselves. They want out of the day-to-day. Where do they even begin? So it's a mindset shift, it's a marketing shift, it's a management shift, and it's a money shift. Because the problem is they're thinking like 6-figure earners rather than $1 million CEOs. So for today's topic, to help give the audience things that they can do right now, we're just gonna focus on the management piece. Because at the end of the day, they want a team and they don't know where to begin to start delegating.
Okay. So where does one even begin to decide where to find a team?
Well, before you can decide where to find a team, you need to know why you want the team.
Of course.
Right, because everyone has a team for their own reasons. So is it that you want a team to free you up so you can be more productive in the company and like free up all the extra work that really holds you back from doing your zone of genius? Or do you want to duplicate yourself? And there's different stages and different reasons to do both, but knowing why you want the team in the first place sets the tone and tells you if you're going to enjoy the journey. So knowing why you want the team. And then the second thing you have to decide is, what's the lifestyle you want to live because of this team? Give you an example. One of our clients, she has a wonderful team. She doesn't leave them alone. And I'm like, and she's, her thing is, I don't have time for my family. I'm like, well, you have a team, yeah, but I don't want them to think I'm a slacker or that I'm not doing stuff. So understandable, a little bit of incongruency. And I said, okay, like they want you to leave them alone because they want to serve you. And she's like, oh, I didn't realize that. So the lifestyle for her was she needed a team so she could balance her family and do the higher level things in her business. So why do you want the team? And then what is it exactly you need the team to do right now? We all dream of a team, and then when they get here, we're like, I don't know what to give you. So the first thing is to decide those 3 things.
Okay. And so what are the 4 action steps to get this process started?
All right. First thing is you need to list what you do. Because the biggest problem that business owners have is everything's in their head. So document what you get done every day. Like everything that you do, just make we call it a data dump, just like a little purge on a page.
Like a journal kind of thing?
No, just like to-do list.
Okay.
Like you need to do the sales and you need to do the proposals and you need to do this and you need to mop the floor because no one else is there to do it but you.
Right.
Just to purge on a page, and so you can see all the things that need to get done. The next step is to add a role to that. If you wasn't you, if you could just magically create somebody, what's the name of the role that would do that job? You'll start to see how much is really below your pay grade that you could delegate if you wanted to, but you'll start to see a role duplicate over and over and over again. That starts to tell you like, oh, maybe I should start that job first.
Okay.
Because what you want is to feel like your life is easier, and or you want to maximize the investment of the employee.
Okay. So you're not starting at the bottom and going up from there. You're starting at the things that...
You're getting everything out of your brain that's confusing you and overwhelming you on a page, so you can see your business in like, it's basically the beginning of thinking departmentally.
Okay.
Or you're building an organization. We try to keep things really simple.
Yep.
Right? You want the bigger company, but you really can't imagine what that looks like. So by purging all your to-dos, I call them all the to-dos that you do in any given business day, you start to see the beginning of your departments or the beginning of handing off stuff. Because who's responsible?
Right. No, I'm sorry. I laugh a little bit only because I cannot give stuff out, you know, and
Right.
I
Yeah.
know I could use
Well,
your
we don't
services.
trust. It's our kid. Don't
Yeah.
mess with our kid. No one's touching our kid.
Yeah.
But we need help, right? It's like a babysitter.
Yeah.
You want to go out for dinner every once in a while, and
Right.
you can trust somebody for a couple hours. But what do you give them? Especially when you're giving people money, you expect results. But if you don't know what the results are,
Understood.
Right.
You've got to know what the results should be
Right,
before
right,
you
right.
give it to them.
so that's the beginning of what we call your job description.
Okay.
Because now you know what needs to get done. You group the tasks into roles, like, well, this role would do 5 things. This role would do 15 things. Oh, this role is really big. Maybe it's 2 roles.
Okay.
You start to see it for yourself.
Okay. Okay. So how do you create? Is it job descriptions you need to do, or is it role name?
Once you identify the role, you can't do a job description until you see a role who's going to handle whatever you're trying to delegate.
Okay.
So it's like teaching someone to see a puzzle that before they couldn't see, and allow them to discover it for themselves. Because you know, as a business owner, and you don't want to be told what to do, you want to figure out what you want. So by purging on a page, you get to see what it is that you actually do, and you group those tasks in mind that you're going to give it off to somebody, but you want them to be of similar nature.
Okay.
So that's why I always say assign a role. Who would the salesperson do that? Would the support person do that? Is that really a CEO task? So you identify the roles based on your company and your lingo and whatever that is. Now you see there's a definite role available. There's like 5, 10 things that you could hire somebody to do to take it off your plate. Great. Once you know there's a definite job to be delegated, now you can take that data dump and organize it into what I call a job description. Like 5 to 10 bullets of what the job entails. What are the skills that you're going to want this person to do for you? What are the action steps when they come into your business? What are the actual tasks they're going to be entrusted with?
Okay.
This is the beginning of a job description. Also, the qualities that person needs to possess. Like if you want a salesperson, you want them to be friendly, you want them to be outgoing, you want them to be unafraid to go meet new people. If somebody's working in your back office, well, that's not the exact personality or skill set that you want. You might want them to be more attention to detail, more process oriented. So by listing the qualities, it gets you clear, but it becomes the beginning of the job description that you're going to eventually put on Indeed or put it out there as a job ad, where people can see exactly what the job entails, who's really right for that job, and how you will be measuring their success, as well as you're giving some information about the person that they're serving. What do they like? How do they like to be worked with? Why are they choosing to invite this person to come work with them? This is just the raw material that eventually becomes a very clear, detailed job description that allows people to self-select them in to say, yeah, I'd like an interview for that job, or yeah, that job's not for me, I don't want to waste their time.
Okay.